Hello, me again. Here we go. So, as Mr. Killer requested that we're going to do a shoe with the roulette wheel. Here we go. Here's the roulette. Here's the ball. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So what I before we start, we're going to play 3 shoe at one time. Okay. So the first shoe is small. Small represent P, and then big represent B. So that's going to be the shoes over here. Okay. We're not going to play the whole shoe. We're going to play maybe like about 10, 15, 20 hands. So at least you get idea. Okay. And then the same ball. So let's say, for example, right? So now we are one red, one. So it's going to be, right? It's going to be small number. So it's going to be P over here. We're going to start this. And this is odd number. So we're going to be another P. And then it's red. So it's going to be B. Okay. So I wrote it down in case you didn't get it. Okay, so basically it's going to be 3 different shoes. So this will prove, because you know most of the baccarat player, they believe they like to hit like huge particular hand, because they won 3 or 4 times before previously. You know, 3 or 4 times when they play, 3 or 4 times, or maybe 2 times. They won. So what they're going to do is they hit big hand on that particular hand. They lost, and they couldn't figure out why, because it's a random game. You have 50% of winning, 50% chance of hitting the next hand, right? We don't know. So that's the biggest problem with all these hands. So at least for me, I don't, you know, I usually very conservative. And then even though when I'm playing progressive, 50% mild, 50% progressive, when I'm going to bet a chain or switch, I would, even though my next bet, let's say, is about 3 unit or 3.5 unit, supposed to be 3.5 unit, but I would still bet. I will go down to 1 unit, because you don't know it's going to be real chain or not. So let's say if I win that particular bet, I will double it the next hand. So if you know, because I like to follow rule, I like to, you know, play. I like to follow pattern. I like to follow what happened previously. Because the things is, I do play switches, I do play fill in the holes, but if I bet those bet, I will bet 1 unit. So if I lose, I lose. If I win, I double it. So the following hand will be 2 units. So anyway, so that's kind of like a little bit philosophy that I have. And Lenny asked this question regarding about balanced and unbalanced shoes. So let's see what he said, what he asked. He asked balanced and unbalanced play. So I guess I'm not sure Lenny, you really study what killer shoes are, because at the beginning of the shoe, killer will play unbalanced. For example, right? Just the sake of explanation. Okay, so let's go to the basics here. Okay, here we go. Before we start, we go to basics. Okay, here we go. Okay, obviously, balance and unbalanced. Okay, so but you can do both way. I used to play balance at the beginning, that's okay too, but you know, after a while it makes sense for me to follow a killer. So let's say, for example, just so at least you get idea how to start, right? Okay, one. Okay, I start with road. Okay, row one. Okay, so when it come a leg, when it go down, the first thing go down, right? So okay, so I always play with row, right? So let's say this is the sample shoes here. Okay, right here, let's write it here. Okay, like that. Okay, P P B, right? We still play row, right? And then it go down. So this is the first leg, right? And then it go up, right? Then go down again, right? So you have a choice of playing balance, meaning this is even, you're going to play even, right? So unbalanced meaning I'm going to play unbalanced, right? So this is even, so I'm assuming that this, my second leg's going to be clear. So it's not balanced anymore, right? Okay, so that's the beginning of the shoe. That's how we want to play. Okay, so how about the reverse, right? Let's see what's the reverse. Okay, reverse. How would you think the reverse, right? Aha! My little phone again. Okay, here we go. Every time I do video, I have a phone call. So I guess I'm gonna call them back later, right? Okay, let's say we are like this, right? Uh-oh, mistake. Okay, here we'll be patient with me. Alright. So this is the reverse of this, right? So right here, before this player come, right? BB, PP, right? BB and PP. So if we, hold on. Mom's calling, but I call her back. Okay, all right. So for example, right? Hold on. Let me turn off the phone. Turn this off. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, here we go. Off. Okay, here we go. Back to business. Okay, unbalanced, right? This is 2-2. So if we play balance, we're not going to play P. We're going to play B, right? Because even 2-2 even, right? That's even. Okay. So how about here? What do? 1, 2, 3. This is odd, right? And this is even. You want to play unbalanced? What will be next bet? Obviously, next bet going to be player, right? If you want to play balance, what would be next bet? Next bet would be bank. That's all. So at the beginning of the shoe, you don't know what's going on. So you have a choice of playing balance, or you have a choice of playing unbalanced, right? Okay, so that's basically that's basically what that means. So when the shoe move on, like after 10 to 12 hand, the shoe is telling you it's an even shoe, right? So let's say if all your legs are even, so that's kind of like balanced shoe, isn't it? Like you have like about 3 or 4 legs are even. Okay, so the shoes, or you also asked me 3-1-3-1 pattern. Okay, so 3-1-3-1 pattern, that's a pattern. That's not necessarily a unbalanced and balanced. That's just a little pattern that comes. So basically what it is, let's say 3131. So that tell me that that's a row shoe, right? What is a row shoe? Row shoe is when the red is going all the way, when the blue is going all the way. That's row shoe. Okay, so let's cover another basic again. What's it even? Obviously, very simple, right? Let's write with this one for now. Okay, so what is even, right? Here we go. Here we go. So even number, right? So this happened to be, let's say, what's this? This is odd 3, right? Huh? Right? So now it come back even again, right? So it come back odd again, right? Then even again, right? So basically that's what it is. So let's say, for example, right? And let's say in this leg, okay, like this. Just a sake of argument, right? So didn't it only got out 6. So this is even, right? This is even. This is even, right? Even, right? And then you're here. So this one go down. So what do? What will be your next bet? Obviously we want to bet even, right? Even has been working. Okay, so which is P right here. We want this to even. So what happened? You lost, right? What happened? You lose. So if you lose, this become odd, because you decided that you want to bet even for this leg. If you decide at least second or third hand, if you decide on this leg, if you want to bet even, go all the way even. If you decide on odd, so even, so we're going to bet another one, right? Then we win, right? And then next hand, bang, come again, you lost, right? And then because we decide to bet on even, we win. Next hand, bang, come again, right? You lost. We decide on even, we win. And then next hand, player. So you win one hand. So you miss the run, but you win one hand. Okay, so don't worry about missing the run. So if you bet alternately correctly, and then it come up, it come up all the way up, and you will win one hand. But you do miss the run, but who cares? Because you decided that you going to finish betting this leg as even, or you decided that you're going to finish betting this leg as odd. So you bet all the way down. So don't worry about it. So what would happen is you don't win a lot of units in this leg. You missed it, but at least you win one, and then you continue play, you win more unit. So let's say that if you feel that you missed the run, so what happened? Your mind is already fucked up. Your mind is already screwed up already. So because your mind constantly thinking that you missed all these hands, you could have made like about 10 units, blah 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 blah. You can't get over it. So what happened? You're going to start missing all these hands that follow. Why? Because your judgment is not 110% anymore, right? I'm pretty sure it happened to you 1,000 times before, and you still do it, didn't you? I know it because I seen them every